I'm Roshni Murthy on Nathan Phillips Square. In a city that's known around the world for its beaches, it is quite fitting that today down south, the Olympic flame took a tour along the shores of Rio. Brazilian surfing legend Rico de Souza held the torch high as he made his way toward the shore and hundreds of adoring fans. It was just yesterday that Olympic officials confirmed that surfing will be a sport in the next Summer Games. Excitement is high as Rio's opening ceremonies are set for tomorrow.
Olympics just start in like 4 days. I'm telling you, stuff like this are going.
But it appears not all the venues are ready. This video was posted by Jamaican athletes. It shows the bathroom in their room is still under construction, and it's images like these that are threatening to snuff out the Olympic spirit before the flame is even lit. Now, these games are supposed to be historic. They are the first Olympic Games to be held in South America, but some do have fears that these games will be historic for all the wrong reasons.
It seems like it's going to be a mess this year. I don't know.
Because of Zika and the water and all that?
Because of, everything. It's not ready yet, in any of the facilities. But I do want to see how it turns out, so I will check it out.
From Zika to polluted waters, to infrastructure, to economy, to crime, many fear a new symbol for the Games just might be that perfect storm of problems for Rio.
There's a lot of negative coverage.
But members of Toronto's Brazilian community refuse to accept it.
It's such a nice country to visit. We have maybe some problems sometimes, but it's a nice place to live, to visit. In Rio especially, it's amazing.
I think they're just focusing on the bad stuff, or like we're not ready, or the Zika virus, and about the corruption in Brazil, or how dangerous it is. So they're just focusing on the bad stuff. So then that makes me upset.
They may be right that you shouldn't discount the Games just yet. The problematic prelude to Rio that we've seen dominating headlines is nothing new, according to this sports marketing expert.
You had Athens with facility issues. You had Sochi with bribery and cost overruns. Pollution was a huge issue in Beijing. Weather was a big challenge to Vancouver.
As for Rio,
their issue really is keeping the lid on the pot. As you talked about, there are a lot of problems there, and if it boils over, this could be a really interesting time. We're all hopeful that it doesn't. We're hopeful for the athletes' sake. We're hopeful for the country's sake, for everybody's sake. It should be a positive event.
the tide already seems to be turning, and you could expect a major 180 by the time we hit the first podium.
The Canadian women couldn't have set it up nicer in soccer yesterday than they did by having a 2-0 win over Australia. That really sort of starts to change the channel. I mean, if they'd gotten walloped yesterday, we might be talking a little bit more of a woe is me story. But really, it's once the athletes start participating, and if your athletes do well, it's a bonus.
Now, Selleck says one of the more teachable moments from these Olympic Games may be that in the future, people should be making Olympic bids in a more modest fashion. He cites the infrastructure and economy issues that we're seeing with Rio this year, and also the 2004 Athens Olympic Games, which many cite as a contributing factor to that country's economic crisis.